of Babylon with the story Lights Out. The Future Unwritten History of America. This isn't science fiction. It's not a novel. It's history. It just hasn't happened yet. A lot of lessons in that last chapter. Man, I don't know. Wait a minute, 58. Okay, see, I'm reading ahead, and I'm marking it into sections, so, yeah. Okay, there's lessons in this chapter, too. And I'm pretty sure I haven't read it yet. I mean, I'm dealing with it, I'm processing it a lot more than I was earlier in the storyline. So I'm not really sure where I'm at, other than the fact that I did just go back to 58 part 5, listen to it, and I know that I finished 58 part 5, but it really doesn't register because it's getting intense. Okay. Everybody got that? I know it doesn't make much sense to you, but it does to me. This might just be a chat. What the heck? All right, I'll cover a few things. I want to point out that it struck me that, and in talking with a person this week, moving here, I made the point that, in the story it talks about Mark thinking of things and worrying about what he's not worrying about, and the dogs, and should have known about the dogs, should have figured that was going to happen. So that's where this story gives you a lot of heads up. Awareness level has to be right up there all the time, 24 hours a day. Situation awareness, especially watch 2 or 3 a day. They're only 3, 4, 5 minutes. ASP, active self-protection. You got to cover your ASP, active self-protection. John Correa. Fabulous videos, short, concise, quick. They're from video cams, security cameras all over the earth. And a lot of good lessons. It's where I got the don't break the rules of stupid. Don't break all 4 of the rules of stupid at once. Situate transitional times when you're leaving your house, going to your car. If you're walking out of your house, if you're in the car backing out of your driveway, whatever. Don't ever back out of anywhere. Rule number 1 of parking: back in when it's daylight. Back in when it's good weather. Do not ever just pull up, because you don't have your headlights, you don't have your tail light. All you got is your tail lights, and sometimes you're not that good. You don't have a camera on the back in your license plate thing. Always park so that when you get in that car, you're facing forward. You've got your headlights forward. You've got complete visibility. When we moved down here, they were always parking those in, and I said, man, that's not a good idea. Well, 1-ton Dodge diesel, 2-year-old son right behind the wheel one time. The guy started listening to me. He almost ran over his own son. And a 1-ton Dodge would not have left much to bury. I mean, it would have been a mess. So they started parking, backed in all the time. Orders, now back in. Duh, like hello. Okay, so, a lot of things like that, but situational, transitional awareness. Be aware of where you're at. Be aware of the time of day, where you're at. Don't go to a bar at 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't go to the convenience store at 2 o'clock in the morning when there's bars nearby. That's going to a stupid place at a stupid time where there's stupid people. And you did something stupid. You went to a stupid place, You did something stupid. So anyway, just one of the very, very best examples. So one of the things that I mentioned that I really saw, and there's a lot of things I've seen this time through reading it again that I didn't see the first time when I read it to my family 10 years ago or so. One being that Mark's constantly processing, what about showers? Boy, it's sure nice for me I'm so glad I can take a warm shower. Well, what about everybody else? They've been working all day digging ditches and digging foxholes, and what can I do to make their life easier? Solar shower, 55-gallon drum barrel spigot, boom, done. Everybody's got warm showers. Constantly thinking of what about this and what about that and what about the other thing. Okay, so where Mark has been doing that for 6 weeks, 9 weeks, I'm just saying, I've been doing that for 20, 30, 40 years. What about, leave no stone unturned? I had a really good visit today, short, but a very, very brief but intense visit with someone here from Arizona looking for land nearby, and he said the same thing. Man, when I do research, I don't leave any stone unturned. 2 thumbs up, buddy. Yeah. Very, very good visit, and I'll try to recapitulate some of that in my mind and make some notes and cover it. But that was one item. Bring your own research. Do your own research. You may see something I didn't see, whatever. But I'm just saying, I've been trying to process about 2,000 different things, and I actually did this stats the other day. I multiplied this out. Take 18 years, 18 times 52, 20 times 50,000. Ballpark, that's how many procedures and devices and systems and healing modalities and food production modalities I've covered over the years, and to build things. I mean, I would buy things. Okay, I'd have a brainstorm. I think this will work, or I see something to knock it off. I'll buy something that'll make it cheaper, simpler, easier, quicker, and boom. Okay, got it. Order it. It works. And right about every time when that happened, the next thing would come up. I've got to cover this next week. So every week for 18 years, I've been doing that, ballpark. So, yeah, is there anything to do here? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. There's about 2,000 things to build. So, get here. Bring your stuff, your sewing machines and your equipment, your tools and your know-how and your knowledge, and be a part of the solution. Drive now or walk later. So, hopefully everybody's going to make it here that is intended, that should make it here. Okay. And we got to be willing to share and help each other, And if we don't, you're going to be breaking the rules of stupid, because you're going to be doing something stupid. And I've seen it happen. That's one thing we talked about today. I said, well, he made the comment. He said, there's people that are going to do things. I can't remember exactly how he phrased it, but it brought to mind the fact, and I said, well, they're not going to listen or something. And I said, look, there's people already that came to me for counsel, listened, came to me, listened, rejected it, and they're dead. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. He said, people, if they don't heed wisdom, wise counsel, they're probably not going to make it. And I said, well, I can attest to that one. There's a lot of people, and last night I got a bizarre call out of Montana from a watchman, and talking about one of those very situations, and trying to help the widow work through things, And then, if you don't take advice, that's what this guy said last night, and this guy today said, and